Night in the Woods is a true delight when it comes to storytelling. This is no doubt due to the excellent pacing and consistently good writing the game offers. The game is probably best described as an interactive story, which, as the title suggests, can mean the game sometimes lacks the element of gameplay. However, the inclusion of some pretty quirky minigames scattered throughout the mysterious story provide just enough to keep your hands from getting too bored. Night in the Woods has you playing as May Borowski, a 20-year-old cat who has dropped out of university and moved back in with her parents. Developer Infinite Fall have done a brilliant job in really capturing the sense of a young lost soul in May, who is stuck at a crossroads in life where all of her friends around her seem to be growing up. The first half of the game will mostly see you venturing into town, catching up with residents you haven't seen for a while, and hanging out with your friends. It's in these early stages of the game that the story really builds its foundations, allowing you to reignite childhood friendships and really build a sense of caring for the different characters involved in May's life. One of the standout elements to Night in the Woods is the variety of minigames you're consistently introduced to, from daytime stargazing to playing baseball with light bulbs, or trying to intentionally stab your friend in the hand. There's even a Guitar Hero inspired band practice game. All of these minigames are often the result of interactions with your friends, which really help the relationship building and add even more depth to your engagement in May Borowski's life. At around the halfway point of the story, the gameplay loop takes a new direction. After witnessing what can only be described as a ghost-like kidnapping, the game moves into a new mysterious, almost supernatural territory. This is where the real meat of the story starts to come through. Without going into spoiler territory, throughout the game there are some pretty minor references to some bizarre happenings around Possum Springs. It isn't until the latter stages of the game that these bizarre happenings really start to get any answers. Getting insight on the various mysteries that are referenced throughout the game carries a pretty weighty emotional impact, and this is mostly due to how well the game makes you care about its characters in the early stages. Another standout element to Night in the Woods is its presentation. There's no denying the game looks absolutely stunning. The art direction and animation really help capture the charm the story continuously oozes. Possum Springs always felt like a living and breathing town, where its residents included crocodiles, mice, cats, bears, and I'm pretty sure I even saw a badger. Not all the residents can be interacted with, but by just having random residents walk past you in the streets really makes Possum Springs feel alive. For all its triumphs, Night in the Woods isn't quite perfect. As mentioned at the beginning, the game often feels like an interactive story, which on the odd occasion felt a little bit boring, but this really was only the odd occasion. Also previously mentioned was how good the writing is, and with each speech bubble only being populated with short sentences, it is also very easy to read through. However, you are given the odd choice on how to reply to a comment, which only really affects the direct response. It doesn't actually have any impact on story progression or how the story plays out. Night in the Woods is a charming and mysterious coming-of-age story. Although some parts of the game can suffer from not enough interaction, you never really feel like a full spectator. With a stunning art design and animation, well-paced narrative and some brilliantly quirky minigames, Night in the Woods story is one you'll be sure to remember for years to come.